A viewer sent me her collection so I could let her know what should be sold raw, sent to be graded, and what just ain't worth the juice. And I've been waiting to get to these cards the entire time. So let's get into it. So up first, we have a Ghastly. If we check our stamps, we can see that this is a Fossil Unlimited Ghastly. Like always, we zoom in to see what we can find. Honestly, the edges do look really good. I did find one speck of dirt over here on the left side, and another one that is barely noticeable, just a bit lower. All in all, there's no impact marks or scuffs on the front surface. This card looks really good, and I'm really excited about it. When I flipped it over, I was even more impressed. There's barely any whitening around the edges. There's a couple of printer cuts on the corners, but all in all, this card looks amazing. And then I found a scratch right here on the Pokeball logo. Absolutely devastating. With how deep this scratch is, the surface of this card gets about an 8, and even if this thing got a 9, it would only be worth about $20, so grading it is out of the question. And if I sold it raw, it would be worth about $1.50. Up next, we have a Holo Rare Haunter. If we check our stamps, we can see that this is a Fossil Unlimited Haunter, and very obviously, there's some scuffs right here on the holofoil, straight up on the front of the card, which is sad to see because the rest of the surface on the front of the card is in great condition. And when I flipped it over, I saw a lot of spotting on the card's surface. I don't know exactly how this can happen to a card. Honestly, I would give this card a moderately played to a heavy played, which means this card gets like a PSA 4 to 6, which honestly doesn't really hold any value. And right now on TCG Player, this card in its current condition goes for about $10. Then lastly, the card that I have been dying to show you all for so long now, we have a Holo Rare Gengar. If we check our stamps, we see that this is a Fossil Unlimited Gengar. Zooming in on the holofoil, I see a bunch of horizontal streaks on the card. So I don't know if these are printer marks or very light abrasions to the holofoil. When I shine the light off of them, sometimes they reflect light, sometimes they don't. Since they don't, at times I'm leaning towards them being scratches. Zooming in, the edges are a little beat up. Honestly, I would say these edges are anywhere from a 5 to a 7, maybe even a 4. Honestly, it depends on the grader you get. Flipping it over, it looks so good. The centering is spot on. There's no scratches, dents, or anything that immediately stands out. Honestly, I would give the surface anything from a 5 to an 8. And this thing actually holds value from a PSA 6 and up. So I'm definitely going to be sending this one in to get graded just to see what happens. If it doesn't get a really good grade, I honestly would probably buy this from this viewer just to have it in my collection, because I absolutely love this evolutionary line. The entire line is my favorite from the first generation, so this gets added to the list of cards being sent to PSA, along with Growlithe, Jigglypuff, Bulbasaur, and Charizard. I can't wait to do the reveal of what these cards get for a grade. I'll see you guys next time with more cards.